They rescue you. What a million rescue. You want the first people you know. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue.
To deliver you from something, take you for something.
So you're the poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue the million rescue. That Boakai help me while in the water. But Jota Boakai can't tell in the water. He can't put one neck in the water but to kill on money. You know they get people? The pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 400 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Boakai. Where will be our result? Next year. We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Manneh.
Patience Manneh. You sell in the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling in the
Yes. No market. Can't get some. I go look for an season.
You go look for the market in season?
I see food called a food press. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another press. When you come, you buy a different press. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on market. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What is to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy the 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you keep to rescue us. When they rescue that you're doing that, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend there, they're not giving nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor bomber running? They were not doing the one. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to scare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of us, we not got more from the South God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we're not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, a more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zoom.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zoom that they bring in Jota Boakai. Because we are trying to sell our Kush. But now as Zoom, when he said I see that we are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zoom. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, hard time. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should raise that, they should become over there, walk over that one, everything they do. But what police people home killing? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't the Napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So we should tell our president to help we the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God and go for it. You don't let you tell what take you for. But money ain't the country now.
Process.
So now if I have to tell you that before we're over,
and living in luxuries. Some Liberians said that's exactly why they're famous "Enough is Enough" protest appears to be steaming up. While the president and his team appears to be relaxed and living in luxuries. Some Liberians said that's exactly why they're coming out on July 17th. Thousands of Liberians are threatening to take to the streets of Monrovia, all dressed in white, shouting, "Enough is enough." They will not just be protesting for the sake of it. They are demanding real accountability from their leaders and justice for Liberians. At the center of the storm is a political crisis that's gripping the country. Lawmakers were fighting over who should be Speaker of the House. Accusations were flying, corruption multiplying, and the people left in desperation from rescue to excuse, and now it's you too. Yes, Weah did it too is the government new slogan. It's not just a political drama. This deadlock has brought government business to a halt. More hunger and increased prices, including the exchange rate, and the people are paying the price. Things are getting uglier. Enough is enough, they say. The suspicious fire at the parliament, private jets, and disregard for the rule of law must stop. Through all this chaos, ordinary Liberians are standing up. People like Titus Pakala, Councillor Isaac Jackson, journalist Alex Beelded, Mulba Morlu, and citizens from every corner of Monrovia and the world are speaking out. They're saying, respect the Constitution, follow due process, and stop using power for personal gain. Why does this matter? Because if the rule of law breaks down, none of us are safe. When leaders fight over power and forget the people, trust disappears, and so does hope. So they're asking you, what kind of Liberia do you want? One where justice is for sale, or one where everyone is equal before the law? The people are demanding answers, and they may not stop until they get them. President Boakai can continue to ignore them and fly his private jets or drive his Lexus, but July 17th will be their day to say, enough is enough. Keep following the international media room and across Africa for more. Why does this matter? Because if the rule of law breaks down, none of us are safe. When leaders fight over power and forget the people, trust disappears, and so does hope. So they're asking you, what kind of Liberia do you want? One where justice is for sale, or one where everyone is equal before the law? The people are demanding answers, and they may not stop until they get them. President Boakai can continue to ignore them and fly his private jets or drive his Lexus, but July 17th will be their day to say, enough is enough. Keep following the international media room and across Africa for more update.
The same experience, market the king, no buying. At least if they buying from us, we are also able to buy one thing, we face it. But when the money sends the money account, I only get some sister sends the money.
Send the money? Send the money, you miss the time. 11:26 a.m. When you came here?
I came by 7 o'clock here the morning.
Almost 12 midday.
But I want to tell you, I don't even say it. I just now go back $10 water to drink. $10 water. But you know what? This year is serious. Don't wake up left for me. I will not vote because of the people who can listen to them to help us and talk for us. They ain't doing it for us.
Who the people there?
The sponsors from the White School were encouraging us and talk to us to vote to bring the paper in power. Now, we accepted it. From today onward, we see him again talking to the paper for him to see our country streaming ourselves in the market, the system. So tell me, send the money. What time we get money to buy? To go for the children. We single parent.
How many children you get?
I get 3. Single parent. No.
Everything hard in the market leaking again.
The market, I see the market leaking. No buying. At least if they buying from us, we are also able to buy one thing, we face it. But when the money sends the money account, I only get some sister sends the money.
Send the money? Send the money, you miss the time. 11:26 a.m. When you came here?
I came by 7 o'clock here the morning.
Almost 12 midday.
But I want to tell you, I don't even say it. I just now go back $10 water to drink. $10 water. But you know what? This year is serious. Don't wake up left for me. I will not vote because of the people who can listen to them to help us and talk for us. They ain't doing it for us.
Who the people there?
The sponsors from the White School were encouraging us and talk to us to vote to bring the paper in power. Now, we accepted it. From today onward, we see him again talking to the paper for him to see our country streaming ourselves in the market, the system. So tell me, send the money. What time we get money to buy? To go for the children. We single parent.
How many children you get?
I get 3. Single parent. No.
Everything hard in the market leaking again.
The market, I see the market
All right, fellow Liberians home and abroad, it's a privilege for us to be here. We want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you. In a special way, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I want to welcome a lovely sister, Julie. How are you, Mama? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. Thank you so much for joining us this morning from our end. I want to say thank you, and we acknowledge your presence. I also want to thank Avin Sompon. Thank you so much for joining us. Venetius Junior Bar, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I mean, all of you that are joining us from around the globe, you can just tell us, at least just say hi so that we can recognize you and appreciate your presence here. So, thank you so very kindly. And we want to say to all of you that have joined us, we really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so very kindly. So just do us a favor as usual. We ask that you please hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and inform others that we are here. You know, like I said the last time, there are going to be unusual presentations. And the reason is we are in an unusual time in Liberia. It is not a normal time. So sometimes you see us in the morning, in the afternoon, and stuff like that. But I want to say thanks to all of you. Salia Lansana Kane, you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Appreciate you there. Thank you so very well. You are welcome. Mutasila G, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your presence and all of you that are joining us. You know, fellow Liberian, we said to you from the very beginning that this revolution, this change that we are talking about for a better Liberia, is not going to come on a silver platter. There will be times where people that you expect to defend the party, people that you expect to be at the gate in defense of this institution, in defense of what President Weah did during his tenure, these people will be no more. But one thing that is sure, there are certain group of people that will always be at this gate to protect this particular institution. And you know who are the people? That you and myself will always be there to defend our institution. You see, when you have a company or a business, the way you attach importance to it, the importance that you attach to that business, the way you think about it, the way you take care of it, under no circumstances a caretaker will take care of it like that for you. It will not happen. The way you will be worried about the growth of your institution or the protection of your business or whatever it is, the men who you have employed to take care will never be like that. You will not be like that. I am saying this to mean that those of us that own the CDC will always be here. You and myself will always be here. Job, no job, will be here. Minister call, minister not call, will still be here. Minister pick up our call, minister not pick up our call, will still be here. Whether they recognize or they not recognize or will still be here. You know why? Because this is our property. It's for us. So we'll always defend it. I want to start by saying to you again, fellow Liberians, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised Do not be surprised at what you are seeing around. People who yesterday they said everything about the CDC, they will flip. Don't be surprised. People who defended the party yesterday, today, they will shake. Don't be surprised. But I want to say to you, like I always say to people, focus on your agenda. Focus on our agenda. Our agenda is to ensure that President Weah comes back 2029. All of these distractions, forget about it, leave it. Just let it go. Whoever that want to talk, let him talk. Don't worry about them. Like I said yesterday, the older you get, is the less you talk and the more you strategize. When you are young, you use your energy. You want to talk. You want for things to happen. But when you get old or you get older, you know what happens? As the energy dwindles, as the energy drain, as the energy fail or is failing, then you know what happens? The way you start to use your wisdom. Even when you say just a few words, it will be more than 1,000 pages. Just one word that you will use will be more than 1,000 pages. So you see how life is. In your young prime age, you use your energy, your force. But the older you get, you think before you talk. You talk less. And the words that you put out are words of wisdom. So I've come to realize that look, I will not waste my energy behind how you call people then who I gave job to. I gave them job. You and myself, we don't want to give them job. I will not have my head behind them. What hurt your head behind people who you get credence to and getting relevant? You made them. They didn't make themselves. You made them. People did not know their names around here. It is you because you believe in your institution, you defended your institution, and you brought your institution to power. Some of these people, they got job. So we gave them job. Why am I argue with my employer? For what? I employ you. I'm not gonna argue with you. No, I will not argue with you. So let's leave them. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Don't pay them mind. Don't give them any attention. Leave them. They cannot stand the test of time. They can't. They cannot withstand the pressure. This time that we have reached, they can't stand it. It's getting rare, it's getting rough. They're not able. It is now that we will know the owners. It is now that we will know those who are for us, those who are with us, and those who are against us. These are the most interesting moments. So pray that God should give you the strength to go through this period. If you can make it in the 12 years of opposition that says here you will not make it, you can make it, we can make it. Those who are for us will be with us. Those who are against us will go. And don't worry. At the appropriate time, if they deem necessary, they will come. We'll open arms to them. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But fellow Liberians, I want to start with the first discussion that has to do with this issue of corruption. We continue to say to you, the Liberian people, that Mr. Boakai is not serious in the fight of corruption. Mr. Boakai only wants to subdue people. He wants to get at the CDC. And so he will do everything possible to get at the CDC. Boakai is not fighting corruption. Don't deceive yourself. He's not fighting corruption. Because if Boakai is fighting corruption and is serious about the fight against corruption, he will start from right in his cycle. But Boakai don't want to fight corruption. Boakai has a mission, and that mission is to destabilize the CDC, to go against the leaders of the CDC, to cause a disarray. That's the plan of Joseph Newman Boakai. And I will prove this to you. Today again, I will prove it to you. Like we said to you about this whole fire incident, we were just going after people. They had no evidence. But because Joseph Newman Boakai said hooligans burned the building, so Gregory Como, being a zealot, somebody who is a political man, instead of doing the police work, he wants to be a political, individual, decided that we'll catch people because we want to make Boakai words to be truth. So that is what is happening. The government have nothing against these people, absolutely nothing against them. Nothing. Because the people who running behind people and say they want to persecute, they are the ones who committed the crime. Gregory Como is aware. Joseph Newman Boakai, he is aware of those who burned that building. They were the ones that did it. They orchestrated the plan. They planned it. They used some police officers who burned that particular Capitol building. Police officers were the ones that were used to carry on that act. So if you see them today doing what they are doing, they only want to cover up. But we already know. And that's why we are saying Gregory Como lacks the credibility to even serve as a garment. If I'm talking about police director. And Gregory Como will hear from us. We are working. Gregory Como will hear from us. And when you hear America, you will hear from us very soon. You will hear from Uncle Sam. All of the atrocity they've been documented. All of your atrocity. Honor your watch. The way the police has been used as a gangster force. We are documenting and we are presenting it to the rightful people. They have it. At the appropriate time, Gregory Como, you will hear from the United States of America. You will hear from their international partners. You will hear from them. That softly can catch monkey, as the people can say. You can't rush with these people, no. Don't rush with them. Take your own time. They will fall inside, and they are already inside. I can name cases to you. Cases right now that the police has committed serious atrocity in Liberia. That they have been killing, the police have never investigated. In fact, the police have exposed the safety of other people. There are cases. But at the appropriate time, Gregory Como and his likes will account for what they are doing. Will definitely account for it. So we told the Liberian people that, look, all these things Boakai doing are just shiri on. So the last time we saw what happened, Mr. Boakai went, asked Gregory Como to arrest Madam Mary Brown, Ambassador Maxwell Kimaya, Madam Sawyer, and etc., etc. They knew very well they were going for the arrest. You know what they did? They told the lawyer, because by right, once these people are arrested, they will be taken to the court, and then the court, according to the law, these people can file bond. And when they file the bond, the lawyer got to be there to sign that bond. But you know what they did? Because Boakai wanted to put these people in jail. Guess what Boakai did? They told the judge, he said, my man, say you're not around. So send you there, we just take the people straight and carry them to jail. Like the same thing they did to Honorable Fonati Kofa and the rest of the other lawmakers when they went to the police headquarters. They kept them there on Friday, the whole day. At the end of the day, they took them and carried them straight to Saw Beach. So the only thing, look, what Boakai wants to do, he wants to make us angry for us to get out of our shell. But look, we are too mature for Boakai to be able to play with our emotion and allow us to jump out of character. We're not going to do it. We are too smart for that. We are too smart for Boakai. We're not do it. We understand the game that Boakai is playing. That game, we understand it very well. So we are not going to fall in. No. We will not be victim of Boakai chicanery. We will not be. We are too advanced than that. So the same thing they did to those lawmakers, put them in prison. Was the same thing they did to Madam Mary brother, how you call Dimas Wekima and etc. That's the same thing they did to them. When you look at the count against these people, and I'm going to be displaying some document here for you, courtesy of our brother Isaac Doe. When you look at the document, count 16 of the indictment, when you look at the indictment that how you call this guy, how you call himself, yeah, man, Clamati, the assets, whether asset recovery or asset waiting boss. When you look at count 16 of the indictment, count 16 states that the co-defendant, one Wifa Sifos, he criminally took and carried away 1,760 bags of rice on a false pretense of distributing the rest to the group of 77, to members of the group of 77 in the community. And according to the count, according to the indictment, according to what Clamati said, he said in that particular count, in count 16, that the people there, they got called with Fasifo, he collected rest and said he was carrying it to group of 77. You are going to distribute the rest in the community to the group of to the disabled people, group of 77 people. And a lie, he did not distribute it. There are no documents to prove that it was distributed, according to Clamati. According to Clamati, that's what he said in the count. But the truth is stubborn. You cannot bury the truth. It will always rise up. So we told you that this whole thing is just a charade. Boakai just want to prove that, no, he wants to subdue people and he's going at the CDC. Nobody else. Nothing else. That's the CDC. So those of you who saw the indictment, count 16, they say, the people collected 1,700 bags already. They 1,700 bags already. People collected. They said they were going to give it to disabled people, group of 77. They give it to the people. They lie. They get nobody. No document. We have not seen any document to prove that they distribute rice according to the indictment. According to the indictment, not me. According to the indictment, that what the indictment say. According to their indictment. They also said all of the rice that went to the GSA warehouse, the rice was stolen. They said people stole the rice. CDC people stole the rice. Let's put it that way, according to what Clamati said to the court. They said people stole the rice. According to Clamati, said the people carried the rice. But I'm about to display to you records. I'm about to show you records to tell you that, look, everything that Boakai is doing is to fight the CDC, and Boakai will not survive it. When I mean not survive, I'm not talking about, eliminating him physically, but his strategy will not survive. It will not work. So these were the two things they put in the document, in the indictment, that took Mary Bro while she was in the bathroom. They took her from in the bathroom and carried her. They said Mary Bro collected the rest and carried to GSA warehouse. And at the place, people were just taking the rest. They stole the rest from there. The second thing they said, that the people lie and say the rest they were giving it to group of 77, they were dividing it amongst people. That's also lie. No document there. So let us see the document. Let's see the document to prove to you that fellow Liberian, Boakai is a liar. I don't want you to believe me, but let's see the documents that we have. Let's go to the document. Just bear with me while I try to bring you the document. Okay, so I'm going to be bringing you this document. Let me just go right there. While I bring you the document, we'll try to read it. You listen to Clamanti, and today I'm going to display to you plenty documents. So just get ready, eh? Okay. Oh, okay. Let me remove this and bring this here. This is the first document that I'm going to display to you. This is from the assets recovery. This is from the assets recovery. This communication was written May the 26th, 2025. You see up here, look at the heading up here. Let me make it big for you to see. And you see the heading up here? Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force. That's why I say here. Golden Key Hotel Compound are the place the people are renting Golden Key. Here, W. King, Gray, Pinsville, blah, 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 this and that and that and this. They say, Madam Wifa F. Siafa, Monrovia, Liberia. Let me see. I hope you are seeing this good. We are going to take our own time to read it. Sorry. So we are going to take our own time to read it here. I have all of the documents we're going to display. It says, Dear Madam Siafa, the Assets Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, that is AREPT, extend compliments and wish to inform you that in keeping with its mandate to investigate and retrieve stolen and suspicious assets, it is investigating the US 500,000 United States dollars Saudi Arabia donated. You see there? I hope you. I don't know whether you're seeing this. I know. I don't. Let me see. Let me make this thing big. Yeah. Let me make it bigger for you to see. I'm sure you are seeing it, right? Okay, fine. I think you are seeing. I think it's bigger now. You can see it. So it says, Dear Madam Siafa, the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force extend compliments and wish to inform you that in keeping with its mandate to investigate and retrieve stolen and suspicious assets, it is investigating the US 500,000 United States dollars Saudi rice donation by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to the government of Liberia through the National Disaster Management Agency. 500,000. Yeah. Review of our records indicates that you play a major role in the Saudi rice distribution, which is currently under investigation by AREX. In view of the above, you are requested to appear before AREX investigation along with your legal counsel on Thursday, that is May the 29th at 11 a.m. We anticipate your cooperation as we strive to promote transparency and integrity for the for the peoples for the people of the Republic of Liberia. That is one. Let's go on. Just bear with me. I have too many documents here that I'm going to be displaying. So this is from the assets recovery people. Let's go ahead. There are some I'm not going to read. I will just go straight to where I'm supposed to go. Okay, fine. That's good. So let me take this from here and bring this. I want to put it in some kind of position for you to see it clearly. So I will take it from on this page. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think here will be better. Then we can do it from here. Here will be better. Sorry, just bear with me. Let me do what I'm supposed to do here because I want to show you the documents. Okay. So I think we can do it like this. I think this is better. I think so. I am very sure this is better. Yeah, I'm very sure this is better. So this is it. There's the document, right? There's the document. So according to the assets recovery team, they said the rice, the Saudi Arabia rice that was given for disaster management, they said the people stole the rice. There's no account for the rice, no accountability. But let's go as we show you document. So there's the communication. Uh, it says here, dear Mr. Bala Jr., head of investigation and intelligence, assets recovery, and property retrieval task force. Okay, golden key, blah, blah, blah. Reference statement of MME, Wifwa Sifos, former executive director of the Group of 77, in consideration of the ongoing investigation into the Saudi rice donation by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to the government of Liberia. Let me make this bigger for all of us to see. It says, in keeping with the Assets Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force mandate to investigate and retrieve stolen and suspicious assets, it is investigating an investigation, of the US 500,000 Saudi rice donation to the government of Liberia through the National Disaster Management Agency, with specific reference that review of your records indicate that she played a major role in the Saudi rice distribution, which is currently under investigation by the Assets Recovery. An avertment that is border on one key issue. Question: whether or not Madam Wifwa Sifo, in her role and responsibility as executive director of the Group of 77, under the auspices of the Office of the Vice President, play a major role in the Saudi rice distribution currently under investigation by AREX. Answer: no, not at all. To validate the non-affirmation response, the following details relating to the chain of command as regards the requesting approval and release of the Saudi rice to the requested entity. The following explanation is provided. So her lawyer now was telling the Assets Recovery, I just say the woman here, the particular woman here, because she was the executive director. You say the woman here stole the rest. You say the woman here take the rest. She mismanaged the rest. From all indication, you lie on the woman. Now what the communication saying? You lie on the woman here. You lie on her. You say you don't get no, there's no record about rest business, everything. The people just collected the rest, they sold the rest. In fact, there is no here, no tea. So her lawyer wrote them and said, they think you're doing it not correct, but we'll provide document for you to see. And let's go ahead. So her lawyer, okay. So let's go and read this. Let me see. I think we have to read this. We just have to conclude the reading. It says, okay. To validate this non-affirmation response, the following details relating to the chain of command as regards the requesting approval and release of Saudi rights to the requested entity. The following explanation is provided. Count 1.0. In the first instance, Madam Wifa Siafa role and responsibility as the executive director of the group of 77 did not position her in any direct nor potential nor partial administrative responsibility for the administration of the Saudi rights distribution. Now, what do people say? That the role of this particular woman, it didn't put her in any direct position to say, yeah, mama, that you the one we take the rest here, or that you the one we share it, or that you the one who do this, or that you the one who do that. So it did not put her in any role, according to what her lawyer said here. Let's look at the second response. This is border on the fact that the Liberian government had assigned the rights distribution to the National Disaster Management Agency, which said agency was chaired at the level of the National Disaster Management Agency Board by the Ministry of Internal Affairs and let me see, and let me get this here. No, let me get this here. Okay, so I can see that there are too many, there are 23 different pages I'm going to be showing you here. But basically, I just want to sum this whole thing up because I read it, I went through it, and every other thing, and I want to break it down to you. So at the end of the day, the assets recovery team is saying, Clamantin, they say the people stole the rest. No here, no tear, what beyond ready, put it ready, till it ready. They get how you call mismanage the rest. They even know where the rest was distributed according to Clamantin. Now, why they kept the people and carried them to jail. But fellow Liberians, here is where it's about to be interesting. Because there are documents to prove that the rice was indeed distributed. People signed for it. So let's go ahead as I show this to you. Here is the table of distribution, how the rights were distributed. You see there? The assets recovery that's supposed to do authentic investigation. That's supposed to be what I mean. Because they are lawyers now, they are people who are doing real investigation. That's supposed to be balanced and be fair in their analysis. Then do it. So they leave all of these facts. Collect the people and say they put it red, they store red, they carry red, they eat red, they all kind of rest. But here is the distribution of how the rice was being distributed. So it says authorizing or release of 1,500 bags of rice. In this communication, the National Disaster Management, anywhere you see NDMA, it means National Disaster Management Agency. So let's just, so it says the NDMA board chair through the acting minister of internal affairs, Honorable Momolu S. Johnson, indicated that the rice is intended to cater for 250 members of the group of 77 in Monrovia and across the counties. Director General Mary T. Bro acknowledged receipt of the letter of release from the board chair through the acting Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Momolu S. Johnson, which was dated on the 7th, that is the 7th, July 25th, 2023, and on which Director General Braw made the following instruction. Here is it. The letter referenced above as count 3.1.3.2 A, B, and 3.3. Okay, here are the details. Let's go to the details right down here. It says the delivery of the approved 1,525 kg bag of rice was not released on the same day. The first batch of 700 of the 25 kg bag of rice was released to the driver of the group of 77 Central Administration on July the 25th, and later on July the 27th. Therefore, these two separate releases by the GSA warehouse were locked on two separate gates passes. Delivery receipt form. Here is it. You see here? Here is it. The description, the quantity, the destination, and every other thing, where it was going. Let's go ahead. Now, these are the places that the rice was distributed. These are the areas that they distributed the rice. Here we get Upper Mosorado, that is Todi. Todi was given 100 bags of rice. The coordinator signed for it. In Mangibi, the Mangibi chapter of the group of 77, they received 75 bags of rice, and the coordinator signed for it. In Grand Cape Man County, they received 150 bags of rice, and the coordinator of the group of 77 signed for it. In Grand Bassa County, they received 50 bags of rice. The group of 77 signed for it. In Nimba County, they received 265 bags of rice, and the coordinator signed for it. In Riverside County, they received 50 bags of rice, and the coordinator signed for it. The group of 77 signed for it. The total rice that they received was 725 bags. Let's go on. Let's go to where we're supposed to go for you to see where the people receive. Fine. This is it. You see here? Let me make this bigger. You see here? Everywhere that they went and they gave rights to the people signed for it. They get their phone number and everything was attached. And you see what we're talking about? When we tell you that this government is witch hunting, anybody and everybody that work in the CDC government, some of you will insult us. Some of you will say we're lying. But here are the names of the people who received the rice and they signed for it. You see their signature. Some of them, they put their thumb there and etc. You see in there? You're seeing it? Let's go. Here is it. You see here? Here is it. These are all names from different area. You see here? Group of 77. Let me make this bigger. Group of 77. Disabled Center, 102 Newport Street, Monrovia, Liberia. You see here, Newport Street. All of those who receive, for example, Peter Gibson, there's his number. He signed for it. Philip Colley, he received. There's his phone number. He signed for it. Prince G. Doyen, he received, and he put a fingerprint there. You see there? Let's go ahead. You see all those who signed for it. You see their signature? You see here? This is the rice delivery will bill. The total number of bags of rice delivered to the group of 77 disabled chapter, that is Lower Mosorado County, that is Virginia, is 35 bags of rice requested from the National Disaster Management Agency by the group of 77. You see here, the coordinator here for the group of 77, Mr. Samuel David, yes, the coordinator, his son. The procurement officer of the group of 77, Miss Albertine M. Moe. Madam Moe also signed here. You see there? Let's go ahead. You see here, the total bags of rice delivered to the group of 77 disabled chapter, Upper Mosorado County, Todi, 100 bags of rice. You see the people who received the bags of rice, they signed. Mr. Joseph Q. Tanje Jr., coordinator, his son. Miss Albertine M. Moe, she signed. You see there? Let's go ahead. Let the other area, Mangibi chapter, 75 bags of 25 kg rice. You see the signature here of this particular coordinator in that area? That is Mr. A. Sinetier, his son. Miss Albertine M. Moe, who is the procurement officer of the group of 77, she also signed. Then here we have Madam Doris M. Bona. That is the warehouse supervisor. Let her here, because she will have to sign. Let's go ahead. You see here, Grand Cape Man County, the 150 bags. Who received this 150 bags? Mistress Deconti King. She was the coordinator at the time. Whether she stayed there, I don't know. She was the coordinator. Madam Albertine, who is the procurement officer of the group of 77, signed. Then the warehouse coordinator signed. Let's go there again. You see that? So all of the people who receive, the people ensure that they put their name down, they also sign and put their phone number down for verification. So the assets recovery jump over all the things. They say they're looking at it. All they wanted to do was to put people in jail. You guys see some of the things that we're talking about? That all they wanted to do, to put people in jail. You see here? And you see what we're talking about here? All they want to do, all Boakai want to do is let the people go to jail. Let them go to jail. That's all. You see there? You see the information that I've displayed to you, that what I led to be in studio. Because when I'm in studio, I gave you a clear analysis of the whole thing. Here is the rice. Receive, sign for. These are the receipt. These are the receipt you're looking at. You see here? These are the receipt. Look here. That the receipt then here. That the receipt you're looking at here. So that the receipt here. You see all these things? You see here? These are all the documents to prove to you that nobody, Mary Broden steal rice. Maxwell Kimaya did not steal rice. The people get all the documents. The time it was requested, who gave it, who they gave it to, where it going, who signed for it, and every other thing. Who told you the people did not receive this document? They receive it. You know who got the document from? From the asset recovery people. These documents were provided to the asset recovery people. But because Boakai wants to put people in jail, he wants to prove that, hey, man, he wants to prove that, yes, I can subdue these people. You see why we are telling you that this whole corruption fight is not about really the people fighting corruption. You see what we're telling you? This is not about fighting corruption. Joseph Newman Boakai wants to show that he can subdue and destabilize the CDC. That's why he on. That's why he on. You see there? Because of time, I just gave you a synopsis of these documents. People who receive it, coordinator them who signed for it. You see anywhere in these documents that I say Mary Bro signed for 150 bags of rice or 300 bags of rice Or you see where it said Maswa Kimaya signed for 200 bags of rice or 300 bags of rice? Or Madam, how you call Amos Claudia Sawyer signed for 300 bags of rice, 200 bags of rice? Joseph Numa Boakai, we told you, is doing everything to get at people. He is getting at the CDC with the hope of trying to break down the CDC. That Boakai read there for you. So those of you who, when we're talking, you talking on the other side of your mouth, oh, we lying, oh, we thought this, oh, we thought that. What is your argument? With these records that I have displayed, with what I have shown here, what is your take? What is your take? There are all the documents here, everything right here. All right here. Let them hear. All the document here. All the document, they are right here. All the document. In fact, this one said will be better. Let me go on the other side so you can see what we're talking about here. Here is it. Here's the document. All this document, here is it. You see here? Here are the documents. Group of 77. 107 Nipo Street. You see their names? Let's go ahead. You see here? You see here? You see the names of people? You see there? You see here? People who signed for the rice, people who receive it, how the distribution was done. You see here? All of the documents, they are all here. Here are all the documents that I'm displaying to you. Here is it. Group of 77, headquarters. The chapter, Upper Mosorado. Upper Mosorado people received theirs. Here is it. On July the 20th, 2023, they receive it. Here is it. In the month of July. They want an Upper Mosorado. Let's move on. They want a Mount Gibby. And you see Mount Gibby here? The coordinator sign. You see here? Mount Gibby. Coordinator sign. Let's move on. Let me enlarge this. This one at Grand Cape Mount County here. You see in Grand Cape Mount County? Coordinator sign. Procurement officer sign. Warehouse supervisor sign. They deliver it. Here is it. You see here? The names of these people. Look here. Look here. You see there? You see their names? You see there? Fellow Liberians? And we tell you that Mr. Boakai is vindictive. You say we lie. And we tell you that Boakai has no case. All these things that Mr. Boakai is doing, he's doing all these things because he is not fulfilling his promises. He wants to make the place noisy. Let the Liberian people be focused on noise. While he get away with his corrupt act. You take these people and carry them to jail. In the name of the stole rice. But look at the documents. Meanwhile, all the way in America, I want to get a document. Here are the documents that you're looking at. The same thing they're doing with these lawmakers. See the Pogo Buen Capitol building. No evidence to show. Nothing at all. All they want to do is let the people go to jail. The same reason for which today, how you call him, a Steve Zago, is not our immigration. Because they wanted for Steve Zago to put cuff on Samuel Tuehen. So you cuff the man. Because Steve Zago look at it for long and say, oh man, they knew as a Republican. And now when somebody coming in the country, that when somebody going, the man is here. So executing this thing here, it will not be looking fun. It will almost be like going in the reverse. So I can't do that. Guess what Boakai did? Boakai sacked him. Boakai sacked Steve Zago and say, you're supposed to put the man in here and carry the man to jail. Even at 2 hours the men are going to spend, they are going to be all right. But saying you do it, that you don't want to go, we'll sack you. You see what is happening? When we tell you that this entire corruption fight that Boakai is on is a witch hunt, some of you say we're lying. Some of you always say we're lying. But here is it. What do you have to say with these documents that you have seen? What is your take on this? While we are going up, you can give us a call and we'll definitely take your call. Let me put a number up here. You can give us a call and we'll definitely take your call and hear what is your say on the first thing that we have talked about. With the document that we have displayed to you about this issue of the rice, you can give us a call and we'll definitely take your call. So the number to call is right there, 443-991-3356. So you see what we are telling you? That Mr. Boakai fights, that he say he's fighting. Oh, against corruption, this, that. These are all lies. Boakai is just witch hunting people. Let me get something here very quickly and then be able to come back to you. But there is something we are going to, and I want to play this while we get ready to move to our next topic. So you can give us a call on the first thing that we talk about and have your say while we move on to our next discussion. And I'm going to bring you this for our next discussion. I'm going to bring you this. Okay.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Wherever you are in the world, listening to me this morning. My name is Evangelist Joshua Milton Bly. Well, I came to Swedru 3 days ago in preparation for a peaceful homegoing for a national hero that hailed from this beautiful and wonderful county. I don't like politicians and their manipulative mentors to gain relevance. I have always frowned against it, so I'm not speaking this morning as a politician.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Yeke is a husband to one of us. He married the daughter
So I'm going to pause this
the fallen hero,
and then
one of our
go
fallen
to the
heroes,
line. There was a call that
honorable
was
in
coming
person
in.
of Honorable George Due.
Let me see. Let's go
So
to
he's
this call.
supposed to be a brother-in-law to this county. Why I am here this morning is the fact that I have heard over and over Yeke threats on national government. He did it to past government. He's doing it again. One of the reasons why I don't have the moral right to confront or
So there was
ask
a
or
call coming
advise
in.
Yeke Koluba.
There was a call coming in, and you can give us a call on the first issue that we talk about. We'll definitely take your call. I'm sorry. I want to go collect some things. I want to go collect Sonny. So you can give us a call and then, okay, let's go to this call and see. Hello? Yes, sir. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me just get you on. Just, yes, sir. We are doing fine. And you? Let's hear from you, sir. What is your take?
I was just watching your program and you just put a number up of someone to call to say something about what the Honorable Brother is doing pertaining corruption and the witch hunting. Actually, the problem in our country today is because we are not united.
Hmm.
We fail to love people that love us. This is our number one problem. If we can debate for this kind of attitude, we all Liberians will live in harmony and we will enjoy our country because our country is very rich.
Sure.
And all our riches, we are just lavishing the riches and the poor people, the masses, they are suffering. Our brother who was prosecuted in 2 days from the federal government, everything has to do with themselves. They take to love themselves, to stand by themselves, to stand by one another. They abandoned themselves, and when they left power, they never decided to upgrade the sector. We are forgetting and enjoying the money, you know. Always preaching on Facebook, saying to Honorable King George before we have to look his party and speak smart like Liberian and Manneh you bring. You are a very intellectual and smart guy. I know you are a high school graduate and you are going to the university. So government is supposed to look at people that you are from the CDC. So pick your and send your for high level. Give your scholarship. There are many countries that is giving student scholarship, giving Liberian student scholarship. Just the other having the contact. They can look at more institution and look at many because I got a bit behind your way. I got a government.
Oh yeah. Just go ahead. Just make your point. Yeah.
I think the guys a bit behind your way, man. That my nigga ball. I forget his name.
Well, Mr. Diamaro Calasco. Yeah.
Carrasco is a bachelor's degree holder. Graduated with bachelor's degree. Our aviation, our electric, our hydro, our auditing, all the people don't have PhD holder. They have a Liberia with PhD to cover those places. Our aviation, if you have about 15 PhD holder in aviation, our airport will be there. If you have about 10 Liberia with PhD holder in electric power. Our LC will be there. We have Liberia with PhD. Our hardware will be there. Our track. Our will be spinning with all our shit around the city.
Thank you.
PhD holder in maintaining our sector cleaners. There will be dirty, there will be all around.
Thank you.
I want TVC to use the money that the person has now to educate few of the citizens.
Okay.
Educate few of the families. Never be president. That who is the minister to agriculture. All the people are great level of study, the group of study. The group of master PhD. Because the group of PhD master now. They look at the 500 teachers and send them to mastery program.
Thank you.
They will do it. They will do it. So I always say this thing. That is a very hard. You cannot keep the program on the street.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so very kindly. We really appreciate your take. Thank you so much. So, fellow Liberians, you can give us a call. The number is there, and then speak on the first issue as we transition to the next thing. The next issue has to do with Joshua Mayton Blai. You know, my people, Don't be deceived. You know, there is this thing that is going around. People get to understand that one of the easiest way that you can be able to get your way through to deceive people is by using religion. Huh? That's one of the easier way you can croak people and get your way through. Don't get me wrong. There are people who are committed, but there are people who also they look at it for long and say, look, especially in our Liberian society, you know, Liberians, this issue of our, I don't know, religious tolerance is something that even a boyfriend we can't encounter. You say, I'm a man of God, go sit on the porch, let me sit in the room with your wife. You will say, yes, sir. That's how we are, Liberians. Liberia is one of the country that holds strong onto religion. I'm telling you. Forget about all that fighting, the killing, and whatever, but we hold strong onto religion. Whether be it the Christian faith or whether be it the Muslim faith or whatever it is, we respect it. In other words, we have respect for it. And people who profess to be, you know, other clergymen, imam, or whatever, we hold them in high esteem. So people get to understand that Liberians are people who pay homage or respect to people who, you know, come in the name of religion. So therefore, people believe that the best way to be able to get away or to hide their evil deeds is by using religion. You can, oh, I change man, oh, I change girl, I change this. Then we say, oh yeah, the person changed. I want us to listen to Joshua Milton Bly. From day one, I have said it. For me, I don't believe in this man conviction. The only reason why you see people like Joshua Milton Bly is still passing around and they are not doing the evil that they did during the war is because there is no war. Liberia will not go to war. It's because the atmosphere is not conducive for him to carry on that his evil act. But when you give him 1 minute, that boy will commit that crime. You know what makes you to be a committed and dedicated, whether be a Christian or Muslim? That when you are in your secret chambers without anybody around you, that's when you prove that you are a Christian or you are a Muslim or you are somebody who believes in whatever deity it is. It's not when people around you shouting, oh yeah, Christian, oh yeah, Muslim, yeah, this or that. Leave that thing. That's so vla. When your pastors are not around, when people are not around and you are all by yourself in a different terrain altogether, will you be able to maintain your status as a Christian? When you go to church on Sunday, you see the pastor, you bow down before him and speak. Or you see the imam on Friday, you genuflect and speak to the imam. You don't even increase your voice. You talk in a very moderate way. When you're talking, you put your hand behind you or hand in front of you. When you want to shake his hand, you take your other left hand and put it over your right hand and send your hand. That is not religion. When you are by yourself and nobody is around you, you are in a different setting. How you behave is what makes you to be somebody who believes in what you believe in. So I always say this to people. For me, I told them, I say, I don't believe this nonsense that our brother talking. How you call him, say, butt naked. Joshua Milton Bly is talking all these things because one, that atmosphere does not exist for him to carry on his evil. That is one. Number two, that boy is just convincing other people to deceive them and take money from them in the name of religion. Because his utterances and behavior, if you put that boy in corner, he can commit the same and worse crime like that. But the atmosphere, he's seeing it. Liberia are not ready for that nonsense. So this is what Joshua Milton Bly said. I was like, wow. This is Joshua Milton Bly, and I want you to listen. I want us to analyze this. There are some things that I want us to really analyze. So
Well,
listen
good
to him.
morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Wherever you are in the world,
Eric,
listening
you're welcome, sir.
to me this morning. My name is Evangelist Joshua Milton Bly. Well, I came to Swedru 3 days ago in preparation.
So you see, at the end of the day, this guy will always put that evangelist in front of it, but he's not. But ain't we Liberian people, they religion business, we take it very serious. That's something that as soon as they say religion, they will ready to bow down. In fact, once lay down on the ground for these people who profess to be, religiously inclined, or people who belong to some kind of religion, for them to walk over us. Their guy, you see, is a serious crook. And they understand that the Liberian people will always fall for this thing called religion. Once you put pastor behind you, you say men of God, or you say evangelist, to some extent, the people will have some soft spot in their heart for you. So this guy wake up and say, evangelist. Yeah, man, introduce himself.
Well,
Hmm.
I came to Swedru 3 days ago in preparation for a peaceful homegoing for a national hero that hailed from this beautiful and wonderful country. I don't like politicians and their manipulative mentors to give.
You hear him? I want you to listen to this guy. Look, my people, it is good that we expose these people. We take our own time in our own simplest form and expose these people. Listen to this guy. He don't like politicians. Politicians are manipulative, according to him. That guy talking, he say he left politician. Was it not the same idiot that were passing around, being used by Boakai, threatening people that they will turn Liberia upside down? Was it not the same idiot here? Or I'm making mistake? Or a different Joshua Bly? Was it not the same fool that were following behind these politicians? And in fact, he himself was using words to threaten people around here. Was it not the same guy? They got are telling us saying he led politician. He led the big carry back. Maybe I hear him go. We didn't hear him go.
3 days ago in preparation for a peaceful homegoing for a national hero that hailed from this beautiful and wonderful country.
They got peaceful home going. You see they kind of thing? Say peaceful home going. A memorial service is a peaceful home going. My people, let's listen.
I don't like politicians.
Yeah, he don't like politicians. You hear the word that coming from him? He don't like politicians. But wasn't there seeing idiot use? So now you can know that he is an idiot. Was it not the same guy that was threatening people here passing up and down? I get video that I'm about to play of him going to intellectual center, speaking there, talking, putting Boakai agenda, saying they will turn the country upside down, doing all kind of things, threatening people. But this guy stand in front of us today and say he don't like politicians.
A wonderful country.
Listen.
I don't like politicians.
Yeah.
And their manipulative mentors to give.
My people, you see that? This Boko is telling us that he don't like politicians. They are manipulative. But was it not the same guy that was passing around with Boakai drum on his head? With Boakai t-shirt, he said he rescue soldier. So the time he was calling himself rescue soldier, was it not a political act that he was carrying on? Was he not being political? Wait, let me, in fact, while they got talking, I will send the video.
Relevant.
Listen.
I have always frowned against it. So I'm not speaking this morning as a politician.
Yeah, he has always frowned against politics and against politicians. And you see how these people can lie. That's why I told you from the very beginning. The only reason why you see this guy is still standing like this is because right now, the thing that they did during the war, the atmosphere is not conducive. You can't try again. You can't do it again. You do it, some money you lost. Because Liberian will not tolerate it. But that guy, when you get a chance, when he alone somewhere in some kind of corner, the guy can do worse than what he did during the war. They want that you're looking at. So this person that you're looking at, you look at his face, you will see the evil still rating in his face. That was from day one. You know, I had one of my men in the channel. I said, "My man, pray you, pa. Why my man, why you want to believe?" From day one, when the man say, I look at guys, my man, you don't forget about it. Amen. You lead the team. We're not cheering. I was not born 1990. I'm not born 1980. I born before that time. I see the sun before plenty of people. I see things and we did things. So somebody can easily deceive me like that. No, you can't easily deceive me. You can't use war. I'm a man of God. They are 4 for 8. That nonsense. I'm not inside. I'm not inside. I'm inside. I don't just allow people to just deceive me like this. I'm just that's who I am. I just look at you and when you see me, it mean that I'm stupid. I just look at you, I know, my man, go sit down on the other side. So from day one, I said, the guy here that just crook. The only thing he's doing, using that evangelist need to take money from people, to extort money from people with good heart. Other organizations taking money from them. But there is nothing in this guy that have changed. Nothing have changed. Maybe the only thing that changed on him, he wearing trousers now this time. That all. He wearing clothes. That's the only thing. But the same behavior, the same way, everything is in him. Nothing about this guy changed. To the extent that, in fact, I am suspecting these people that are behind, they are also armed robbers. These are the people that are terrorizing our people. They guy called Joshua Milton Bly, get armed robbers assigned with him that he can send them in the net to go do operation. That the people that you see behind you. But let's listen to him.
T-shirt. Wonderful county. I don't like politicians and their manipulative mentors to gain relevance. I have always frowned against it. So I'm not speaking this morning as a politician. Yeke is a husband to one of us. He married.
He said he's not speaking as a politician, but everything he's about to say is squarely based on a political ideology. Let's listen to him.
The daughter of the foreign hero, one of our foreign hero, honorable.
You know, let me just pause. They got remind me of some kind of gele we they call Chihuahua in the country here. Small dog. It's very small. When you see it, very tiny. But that dog can make noise. It can bark. Hey. When that dog ready to bark, you say, hey, the German Shepherd are coming by, coming eat me today. When you go see the thing that barking, you say, just some kind of small thing. When you hear it bark, it can bark fast. You go low, waiting barking. You looking for a night, you think that's so gonna hell about German Shepherd coming before you go low that Chihuahua. Small dog, it can fit even in your palm. Small dog, but it can bark, it can make noise. When making noise, say, yeah, they want to forget it. I finished today. They thought the drop no, it really chew me. That the noise that the other one were making. That the noise the other one were making. Stood up there, pull camera on him, yelling. He bouncing up, putting in your pocket. When you see a stomach, when both swallow, how you call someone a thing, he's standing there. He called himself evangelist. This guy is a serious criminal. This guy you're looking at. So the people then that you get behind, look at in the hot sun. Imagine the hot sun. The place was hot. Look at the guy in Woody. Look at him. In the America that we are, I'm a security man. There are certain area we see you dressing in a way with suspicion of you. Look at the man how the man dress. Take Woody and put it on your head. They heard about guy he put goggle. Spectacles. He put on your face. Yaka. Let's listen. Let's go ahead.
Person of Honorable George Due. So he's supposed to be a brother-in-law to this county. Why I am here this morning is the fact that I have heard over and over Yeke threats on national government.
Now, is this not political? You're talking about Yeke threats on national government. You're talking about government. Is it not political? That is same man that just told us in our politics, in our trouble politics. But you talking about national government. According to you, say you can threat on national government. Is it not being political? Let's go ahead.
He did it to pass government. He's doing it again. One of the reasons why I don't have the moral right to confront or ask or advise Yeke Koluba is because in the past 6 years, we heard him say the same thing, and none of us as brother-in-law advised him. So to
You hear? So you see, that guy is not son. That they kind of killing the dead that were affecting them. So he said that he is not in the moral position to advise Yeke. Listen to what he's saying. He's not in the moral position to advise Yeke. Let me carry back for you to hear what this guy's saying. We'll take our own time on this.
ask or advise Yeke
Listen.
have the moral. He's doing it again. One of the reasons why I don't have the moral right to confront or ask or advise Yeke Koluba is because in the past 6 years, we heard him say the same thing.
And yeah, he said the reason why he don't have the moral, he not even fit to advise Yeke or to talk to Yeke, because in the 6 years they were sitting down there and they were clapping for Yeke. They were encouraging Yeke to insult, and Yeke was insulting. In fact, they were the one that were even sponsoring Yeke. So he does not have even the moral to tell Yeke, say, my man, don't cause nobody, or keep quiet, or do this. And that's why he's saying, let me carry back.
Yes. We heard him say the same thing, front or ask or advise. Yeke did it to pass government. He's doing it again. One of the reasons why I don't have the moral right to confront or ask or advise Yeke Koluba is because in the past 6 years, we heard him say the same thing, and none of us as brother-in-law advised him. So to go advise him, it sound like I'm a hypocrite. Because why are they
And
not
the hypocrite and he coming to display? It's good that this guy is exposing himself. He said Yeke did it yesterday. They did not advise. In fact, they were encouraging him. So right now, he's not in the moral position to even advise Yeke or tell Yeke to stop. So why is it that you are threatening Yeke? But all I want to get Chihuahua noise the guy was making. So I did that thing.
advise him 6 years ago? However, his expression of hate for our president is concerning. When you look at the end,
Look at the other idiot here. Yesterday when he was using all of the threats and saying everything that he was saying, people like this were supporting Yeke. He was the rescue soldier behind Yeke. And they were clapping for Yeke. Hey, Yeke, hey, go. Today, now the other one can stand. When you see a stomach, there somebody coming lean water. That now today he say he's speaking for government. That Yeke is threatening the government. When last has it become a concern? When last it raises serious concern for Yeke to speak the way he's speaking? When? But let's listen to Bod Naked.
of hate for our president is concerning. When you look at the energy of hate, he expressed himself. I, as a man who have knowledge on security or on crimes,
A guy ain't get knowledge on nothing. That kind of thing. Rebel like you, then you say you get knowledge on security. What kind of knowledge you get on security? You see, you need to hold gun and go eliminate people or take out your transit, hold collar in your hand, be passing around. It mean that you get. You see, this is what nonsense that we're talking about. Before going to the teachers' college, I used to think that when somebody hold chalk, enter in a class and talk, that person is the best teacher. Man, just talk, and just talk, and just talk, and just read. I used to think that person, I say, yeah, they are clever, they make clever. But when I enters the teachers' college, I got to know that people who can just come in the class, just like that, We need to be careful with them. Some of these people can be dangerous. They are spreading things in our children's head that are not correct. When I went through the teachers' college, I said, what? So that kind of thing here people used to be praising. You enter class without any lesson plan, without any book. You may get to get ready. And when we're coming up, that's what we used to talk. We thought that, in fact, people that I say, yeah, the men are the best men. I had one of my professors who was some kind of deputy minister, I think for curriculum or so, calling Mr. Jaule. He lectured us on a lesson presentation. We did that lesson presentation. And when we went through that particular course, almost about 3 months or so, we went through that lesson presentation. I felt bad. I said, what? So many people used to be putting nonsense in people here. They are got to understand the importance of lesson planning. That's a whole subject by itself in in education. Lesson planning, curriculum merger, research, etc., etc. Everything. You look, as a teacher, a professional teacher, you don't just enter a classroom with your child, you go sit down there, you go talk. No. I don't care how many years you've been teaching that subject. Because you know what? You got to do research. There are people who are reading every day and they are modifying the subject. For example, if you're talking about the different leaves, or maybe you're just talking about the description of leaves, there are recent research that have shown something even more elaborate about how leaf is. So if they told you 20 years ago that the leaf that they get dicordidum and monocordidum, or insects we are thinking that, yeah. Oh, the whole one on the leaf, that's stomata. You know a stomata, you know a stem, you know a this or that. But as research continue to improve, the leaves you will get to know that it's different. There are other parts that you will get to know that the blade, and now you're usually saying, oh yeah, the blade, that the apex here, that the blade, they wanted this, they wanted it. Now it has improved. Research has caused us to know more about leaf that we didn't know some 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So a teacher just enter class, hold pen and say, yeah, I be teacher, I can teach by way. So what I'm saying is that they kind of mess it and say he's security expert. We will do security, we can get vests that get paper hanging up as I think I'm looking at it, hanging up. Not for anywhere, but for America. We are trained mosquito police. We look at it for long, we look at people. They kind of training that we go through. Then they got talking nonsense. You know, because he used to naked himself and pass it around. He say he know about security. Then we can get very bad way and lie to you. Yeah, listen to
Men
him.
who have knowledge on security
They get knowledge
or on crimes
they see, they get knowledge
know
on security,
that
they get knowledge
that
on crime.
is risky. Worst of all, our city Swedru is a small place. To see Yeke walking around with such amount of people, whether there are people committed to him or not, I see it risky.
When last this guy get to know that walking around with people or with crowd is risky? Is he not in that particular location with group of people? When has it become a crime in Liberia to walk with people or for people to be behind you? The last time I remember I went down Center Street. Sorry, not Center Street, on the Carey Street. I was in Liberia. You know that place? We have our office right there, and I used to do some other 1 or 2 work around there. I have a friend, almost like a friend, brother, right around there. So I get my man. When I went down there, oh, my man jumped behind me. Hey, Prinzo. Before I go look, my man, more than 50 persons were already 400. Oh, Prinzo. So when someone in the area there, I just do what I'm supposed to do. I left for a money minute. So when has it become a crime for people, especially politicians, to walk with people or for people to be behind them? And you see the guy, That's why I tell you, I say the guy, the only thing that making him not to naked say and start committing atrocity around here is because they nonsense. When he try it, we will hang on him. Just some kind of thing that hanging on flesh. He can't try it because Liberia will not. We can't countenance this kind of behavior. That barbaric behavior we can't. So the only reason why he had him behind evangelists. When last has it become a crime? Or in Joseph Newman Boakai, Liberia, nobody's supposed to work with people now. You see some of the nonsense that we're talking about? Yeah. No, Boakai is damaging our country, we're saying now. Listen.
Whether there are people committed to him or not, I see it risky. And I'm calling on the police. I'm calling on the AFL presence here. Let them have a presence behind Yeke. I'm going to give them.
Anybody that passing will cry. AFL must go beyond there. Police must go beyond. You see the kind of stupidity? You see the kind of problem that Boakai put our country in, my people? That they want to call himself rescue soldier. That the man that say he get knowledge on crime.
20 to 30 minutes. If I don't see the presence of AFL or the presence of the media presence 20 minutes from now, I'm going to provide what we call citizen protection for my president. I'm going to jump in the convoy with Yeke.
And that man that say you are not talking politics, politicians are manipulative. And that man here just now you are talking say he believe in politicians, they are manipulative. That he the one say he coming jump behind a president, he coming provide protection for a president. Hey, you see nonsense. Hey, you see. That was some time ago you listen to these people carefully. Just take your own time. Don't run. Don't rush. Listen to them. You will get to know the contradiction and see it for yourself. Recently, we just listened to this man. They mean I'm not a politician. In fact, I hate politicians. But they men talking say coming jump behind a president. He will protect a president.
To restrict or monitor his every movement and even statements. Because
now what are the people doing in Liberia? You see, the reason why people like Butt Naked is brave to say, let's get people to monitor. Now what the people can be doing? All of the people that you see losing, you wake up in the morning, the other person thing that happened to them, that the kind of thing that they can do. I told you from the beginning, I said the people that are beyond this man are looking at. I'm not too clear with them. Somebody looking like criminal. And the way Joshua Mayton Bly Butt Naked is talking, you can know that he's talking like criminal. Why would you want to assign? Why would you want to put people to go be, how you call, tear guarding somebody? For what? To go be monitoring somebody? For what reason? Is he passing with gun? Is he causing trouble? But let's listen.
What he's doing is wrong. If I have negative intention for the president, what the security do not know, the police do not know. If I have negative intention for the president, I could jump in that group and Yeke will not know, and I could harm the president through that group.
You hear the nonsense? Like, you see, these guys are evil, so they always think of evil. I never saw a time or a place where Yeke went to where Joseph Newman Boakai was with his group. I don't know if anybody get a video, you can show it to us, but I didn't see it. All the time Yeke was passing around with his group, I didn't see Yeke going to where the president was with his group. I see it there. But you see, Joshua Mayton Bly, the kind of evil that they have in their mind. So he said that now, already he's thinking about evil. Oh, I can join him on a group. I can do this, I can do that. You see there? As a man thinker, so is he. They Boakai here that you're looking at, in a repent. They guy just using the evangelist to cover up his evil. But in the net, they guy can be different men. These are the people that terrorizing our people in Liberia there, making Liberia to become uncomfortable. Every night we wake up, that someone in our body will be somewhere. These are the people. Armed robberies on the increase. Now let's go ahead.
And the trouble will be on Yeke head. Almost like the same careless talk they were giving about burning the Capitol building. Why don't they want to do it or somebody else do it? The fact that they said it So with a man of hate he have expressed over the time.
You see there? Who said they were going to burn Capitol building? You see the guy? Who said they were going to burn Capitol building? Who said it? Who talked about burning Capitol building? Let's go ahead.
Anybody can jump in that group and cause trouble for our beautiful county. I also just talked to the head of the motorcyclists nationwide and even county-wide. I want them to know that most of those children are behind Yeke because of the poverty national government is projecting to our young people. They can come and give them $10 a day and the children will move from behind while they're doing to be walking behind them. But it will not be all the good children. But tomorrow, if anything happens, people are going to blame it on motorcyclists, while Yeke will be back in Monrovia drinking his wine or doing something else. If any negative thing happens now, they're going to blame motorcyclists. So I have called on the motorcyclist leadership. If those guys are not among them, let them tell us. If those guys are local hustlers on motorcycle in this community, let them stop them from being behind him in such number.
Look at trouble. Look at what the guy's saying. You see where we're going. You see where the country going. That they must stop people from being behind people. They must stop motorcyclists from being behind Yeke. My people.
It is not good for the president, our president, to be in this enclosed environment and such things going on. Therefore,
so it means that he's telling Honor that Joseph and Human Boakai saying get security. What you call enclosed environment? People, they can just speak English.
In this cabinet, yes, to the motorcyclist leaders, let them check among those guys. If their men are among those guys, they should reduce their men among those guys because any negative thing happen, they will hold them. I also want to send a caveat to the head of AFL in this county and the head of police in this county.
The men sending caveat. I want some of the guys they can really know what they're talking. That's the thing. So now I can wonder. What do they really know what they are talking? Or they just talk because other people talking. Say, yeah, people talking, let just talk. Yeah, the word I will see, the word we'll use it. He's sending caveat. My people, the people there, I say, yeah, what? You're mentioning caveat, though. Listen to the guy here.
They cannot stop his movement. He's right. He has the freedom of movement. But with
Definitely, he's seeking attention.
Group, and the president is here, I want to see police presence in Yeke's convoy. If not, 20 minutes. Joshua Milton Bly, son of the southeast, will join the convoy of Yeke Kaluba and all of his group. Thank you, and God bless you.
Look at the Chihuahua. Look at you know, I was telling you about that getaway they get it called Chihuahua. That getaway they get it called Chihuahua. That Chihuahua there, it can make noises here. Small tiny getaway. It can make noise when you hear it back and say, yeah, they want here. It come into the whole place upside down, but forget it. Nothing it can do. It can do nothing. That the same way Joshua Milton Bly. So Yeke was passing. Let me bring the other video.
He just sitting down to say, we the thieves in the house. We are the only one.
Bring the place that, you know, Yeke was passing. Yeah. Mentioning caveat, mentioning caveat to the army. Look at nonsense. Yaka. I'm coming. Let me. Okay. Hi. Hello, my people. Let me. Let's see. Let me bring this here. Just bear with me. Let me bring this. Let me bring this here. You know what funny? Uh, just yeah. So let me just okay. So the man who say he is not political. The man who say he's not political. Let's show it here. Let me see. Let's bring this here. Okay. This is the man who say he's not political. Let's listen to him here.
Be us. We'll bury our own man. You're ready for your political thing. You won't cause Mr. Boakai. You won't cause anybody. Continue. But this day, if you disturb here today, I will take our personal.
Listen what you guys say.
If I mention original that I'm born naked had threatened to join your back parade if he can leave the premises of Swedish City. He said that your presence here looked threatening to the presidency.
To hell with you and the presidency.
You are talking to a former rebel general.
My man, myself for war, they say former rebel. Who get? My man, when you fight war, you gotta kill people. So no, one naked hair gone, it was to kill people because I'm more resident of Green than him. You don't know that? You see me hiding myself?
Now listen to the
Luther for 6 years. You don't do this thing. And Luther for 6 years.
and Yeke, then share the video.
Luther for 6 years. You don't do this thing and what have you? You don't leave us. We'll bury our
The
own
man who
man.
say he's not a politician, but he said people looted for 6 years. Imagine the man who say he's not a politician, but he said people looted for 6 years. He say he left politician.
Of course, Mr. Boakai, you won't cause anybody. Continue. But this day, if you disturb here today, I personally will take it from Swedish town. If the police and the army don't stop you, Joshua Milton Blai, Joshua Milton Blai, son of the southeast, will take you from here.
You know, our country, this thing we're laughing, but our country is heading in a terrible direction. This thing that we're looking at is very terrible. Where you have people who have been supported by the regime going out there threatening lawmakers. These are not ordinary people, but they are lawmakers. This is scary. Imagine what they are doing to common people. If you can look at a lawmaker and threatening him in such form, way, and manner, and this man is on a public platform saying what he's saying, this video will spread it. Let it reach to his sponsors. So his sponsors then can know the people who can go there and go get him money. So they can know that he get bunch of armed robbers, then bunch of criminals that he's supporting. He only using the Bible business, the Bible business and put it in front. These are the people that can support Bible people need. And you see what we can be talking about. Are there people that can support Bible people need because they're using the Bible to exploit people, but they're doing clandestine deeds. But I want to welcome my brother Jacob. How are you, Chief?
Thank you, brother. Salute to you. Thank you very much.
That's great. Yeah, man. I know there are several issues on your plate, but
Yeah, you
the
see,
first thing, yeah, the first thing I
you
will
made
look
me
at
laugh.
for.
You made me laugh with your Chihuahua story.
Oh yeah, actually, what I be looking like one of my
Yeah, that
neighbor get
small
some
dog.
that small
That
dog. It can
small dog.
it can back more than the big dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I saw
yeah,
you knock your foot down and pick up running. He that was making noise at the end of the day, he started man passing. He stood up for long. He looked at the person.
yeah,
You're on the road. That man,
yeah.
you're on the road. Yeah, so man,
Well,
what is on
yeah,
your
but
plate? Let's hear from you, my brother.
yeah, please. But on a serious note, we shouldn't take this thing for a joke.
Sure.
Prince, this was the Prince. The video simply trying to tell the Liberian people during the George Weah era when you so found Bali all on the street, that all the guys were doing these things because they wanted power to make the government ugly at that time. The mysterious death, then all these things, they were all paying people by the opposition to do all the clandestine. You're not part of the security apparatus. You're not actually employed, but you go to Grand Gide County. But this is not the first time you're having a group of people, even in Monrovia, Kakatan, other places, Nima County, you don't say do the same thing. All the things into that jealousy. But Prince, you don't laugh at these things.
Sure.
It's a good thing to document these things. Very much to document the thing to show the international community. Prince, this is not a joke. That's not a joke. They may have a terrible record in our country. As you said, they use the Bible, they use faith to say they repent. You can see now they coming out of the closet now. So they never repented. Never. They were just cajoling the Liberian people, as you said, to take money to churches and other means, but they never repent. You never, if you go through that video, the video circulating. But thank God these videos are there where people in America, you will show this in a different organization.
Sure.
That they kind of terrible people say that a great warlord, that video training all over social media from YouTube there, the YouTube stories there. But you never repent, but you go to Grand Gide to threaten a lawmaker.
Sure.
But you see the difference, you see well, George Weah and the CDC different. You see the tolerance, and you get insult the president for many decades. I mean, many years. Years. That's a 5 to 6 years. They won the election. He changed course because he felt Boakai doing the wrong thing. They see you get to come to the party. You go to the party headquarters. The CDC they don't think about the past again. They embrace it at the party headquarters. They interacting with him to tell you how the people, to tell you CDC, George Weah certain thing in the CDC people, that tolerance, that what the Unity Party can never allow. Get Milton there, he never changed. He threatened a lawmaker. They seen Jabata, then did the same thing. Remember, Prince?
Yeah.
They seen Jabata, then they get Russian assassin there.
Yeah,
they can do anything.
Can do anything.
Yeah, to do anything to Yeke. So all these people, Prince, if you put pieces together now, these are the same group of guys there that were doing this kind of killing there. Then they'll bring spoon tour, then they'll come and video this thing to make the government ugly. You will see it straight. You're not part of the security apparatus, as you said in your statement. But anywhere Boakai and Jackie don't even go close by. Then once you work it, then you say Yeke threatened because Yeke present in Grand Gide. Yeke married to the daughter of that son. Join a family. So Yeke get the right to go there. And besides, the why you not even know, Yeke is campaigning small. Yeke left on Grand Gide, went to River G. River G went to Maryland. The same crowd you saw in Grand Gide, he put up more crowd in the other region there. So all these things here, if you won't break it down, born naked be angry for nothing, jealousy killing him because he get popularity. Please, I will break the bubble here tonight. Presently in the Republic of Liberia, presently, they call it spade or spade. After George Weah, no politician popular than Yeke Kodwa now, president in that country. I say after George Weah, the second popular man politician in the whole Republic of Liberia now. Yeke even popular than popular than Joseph Boakai right now. So he can't say these things. He angry because nobody knowing that. Nobody know him. So he been preaching the same thing, cracking down on this, talking about the city St. George Weah time. He never changed. He never changed. But the only difference is in here on the tune that the insulting. Yes, that the insulting that make it ugly for his side. But the same criticism he did for the former president, the same thing going on the Unity Party, he flaking it. But the only thing, the authorities, you don't know how to talk it. You know, we are criticizing, you might insult the presidency, you might insult the president. That one part, I went against it 100 times. Although he did it to George Weah, but you don't have to insult the presidency. But you know, they will never argue where we are because we're on their watch. Sure. Were doing it as Boakai even sitting down. Yes, Boakai even sitting down. When they having rally, Yeke will insult. Commies were there. He will insult. Other than clapping, they shouting, they clapping, they singing political slogan song and all. So they supported him. They brought him all that way. So when it happening to them, now somebody coming out now, like board naked coming out now. Oh, Yeke shouldn't do this. But at that time, you are not condemning it because you are part of the Unity Party. All of them were just bitter at that time. Because, let me tell you, they born naked. One day they will ask former president, they will ask the former president of this story. You get a story. True story I'm saying here tonight. They born naked, and you know all of them from the southeast. But naturally, they will try. It's a job that different, unique. Naturally, you from outside, you support your own people, you support your own tribe men. See, he went there for some year do. If he that sample guy. So he let up he get ready to he wanted to support the president. Let me break the bubble here today. You know what George told him? Facts. Just said no. No, you're not coming in the camp. I don't want your all up on our side, but listen to me. I'll be honest to you here. You're not coming around me. I would never tolerate it. Do your thing. You won't go opposition or you won't do your thing. But this whole CDC circle and the thing you did in this country that everybody around the world know you about. Wow. With my repetition, yes, I'm breaking it here now. With my repetition, the former president, somebody get one-on-one, you say, yeah, the same thing. He told you, no, you're not coming in my camp. You're not coming in my camp. You're not coming near. So all these things making angry. Making angry. So when they had a change now, how you went to the opposition. But deep down, he wanted to come around the president. I hope he wanted to come around the president, but because the president was he get vision, he's very smart, he know he will tarnish his reputation to the international community, all the partners then he had, whatsoever. He said, no. Your videos are all up there. When they see me with you, or they see you as you associate with our party, come on. When we tell them, if we want anything, they say, but Mr. President, you're associating with warlord, desperate warlord. We're not lying, we're not anything you want, we're not give it to you. So the how the president never call him, never associate himself with him. So all that bitterness, they carry it. Let me tell you, another person I was talking about the president warlord, a newspaper guy. The newspaper person get one of the biggest newspapers in the country. All of them from that side is running CNN. The president never allowed all of them to come in. He never came in the circle of that president. So all the hate pieces in Liberia during George Weah 6 years with Front Page Africa. Most of the story, if you look at most of the story came by running CNN. Most of them were propaganda. It was also lies. But because our society was gullible, They had a bigger newspaper. So they see the headline in Liberia, they will buy the story. But majority, let me break down here tonight. One of the headlines he carried our big lie in the country. Even BBC carry it. They don't pay a lie to the whole world. You remember, let me remind people. And they said they saw snake in the executive mansion during George Weah time. We remember that story?
Yeah.
When you see any wrong with that story, Jonathan Payne was a lie. Big lie. That was private propaganda. Even BBC, but a lot of time I told the president when Jonathan Payne were working with the BBC for Africa, you were corresponding with BBC for Africa on Liberia. I told the president, I said, if you get any lawyer in the West, I can contact lawyer, let's sue him. Let's sue BBC. I told the president, I said that story that guy care to put it on the he spread like garbage in the war, you can sue him. I told the president, I said, you can make millions of dollars for BBC. Then you can put it to your charity or any kind of that money you can sue him. I can find real lawyer in the West. They get African lawyer or in the West, in the European Union, yeah, plenty. I can contact one. We're getting small money. They will flag you. They will flag Jonathan Payne that you can sue BBC. The BBC will fight because Jonathan Payne, all of them, they had so hate pieces. They were all against the former president. Please, their propaganda they got spread to topple the government. It was deep. Prince, they were deep.
Sure.
I said, Ronnie C, they were all inside. Jonathan Payne, all of them benefiting now today. All of them were. I said, they had a whole cupboard of them. Even Spoon Talk. That stupid Stanton Weatherspoon wanted to buy all the newspaper in the country, all the radio station to carry one narrative. All of them. You remember he went to Freedom FM and all. He wanted to buy the radio station. He went to I think Musa Berete. He wanted to buy all the newspaper. All the radio station. Yeah, then they will come together. They run his here with the newspaper. Then he get all the radio station. Then every narrative they spread in the country, the whole country will believe it. That how you wanted to use that money, that fraud money he took from that medical fraud money he took in America. He wanted to use that money to buy all the radio stations, the newspaper in that country. So they wanted to use him. He wanted to buy the media to use everything to topple. Stay topple the government. Stay. It was from all angle. But only mistake the former president and the group they made, they were not like Ellen Johnson said, they were paying for press to combat these other people there in things then because the president was so sure because he was developing the country. But they were so calculative. It was so hard. I said 3 years out of 2 years. They got to bombard the media, social media. Henry Costa on our side spraying propaganda. That's why I told him, I said, he said, Joy was being condominium. That's why I asked Henry Costa, he even know what they call condominium? He ever slept in a condominium? They don't even say the word. Joy was being condominium. Know what they call condominium? They go, he never even slept in condominium before, but was spraying that garbage. That Joy was being condominium. He don't know what they call condominium. He never slept inside before. So they got the news the media to damage the president for 4 good years. It got in the people's head. Every small thing until they're looking down to his shoe, his cynical, to tell you it was massive. Yeah, please. They crumbled the man from the media side. Then before they cheated that election, imagine with all that damage, they only had 17,000 votes. If you check that vote they came from Nima, where Prince Johnson stole. Where Prince Johnson intimidated people.
The poor carry bars, the poor brother also they will carry bars and all.
Yeah. Yes. Imagine. With all that media they push, with all the propaganda, all the people they had on social media, they only won the man with 17,000 votes. And we know now, I know now, it came from Nima County. How can the president develop Nima County? Or if you got put in Nima County, they say, you will share the vote in Nima. They intimidated the whole group because Prince Joseph brought Jeremiah Kumbu. But the real life. What I want to say to the president, I say one day it will come again. One day, before even 2029, the day the president making real super trip to Nima County, Prince, you will see what will happen in Nima County. Nima County was never won by the Unity Party, no matter what. They cheated. Prince Johnson knew it. He knew it. He knew it. You should see all the video. He said the boy coming disgrace or in Nima County. You remember that famous video?
Sure.
Where they recorded Prince Johnson? So they damaged the president from all angles. They got to spread the auto posts on social media, the radio station, the newspaper, running shit, they order them. All the hate pieces in the high in the country was also propaganda, lie, smear campaign, false narrative that how they destroy the CDC. Then when the CDC too, most of them that were working with the government, they were all spy agents. All of them were leaking information. That's why you see Henry Costa will get the information when the president tried. We cannot close him wearing today. So I said they destroy the man with from all angles or just or hatred or nothing else. Nothing else.
You know, my brother, there's something terrible happening in Liberia, and I want us to run up on this. According to the information that we have gathered, there are 3 armed personnel. Prominent among those is one Sir Harris. Sir Harris, this particular guy, according to the information that we have gathered, last year, November, he was actually not well. So he went to the hospital on November 10, 2024. And when he went to the hospital, they said that, he had malaria. Malaria and typhoid, he can't finish from in Liberia. They said the man had, malaria, he had typhoid, and they wanted him to, be admitted there, for treatment for the malaria and typhoid, so he can be there. While there, the man lost from the hospital. Yeah, he lost. Up to today, since last year, November 10, to now, the family have informed people, they've written series of documents around asking people to intervene. They can't see the guy. I'm going to put his picture up. His picture. This is his picture. I'm going to put his picture up. This is his picture. There are about 3. This is his picture. According to the information that we have gathered, this guy was in Mali. He went for the peacekeeping mission. He was in Mali. When they came back, the government of Liberia, in fact, Foley, the army chief, accused this guy, the Bobby guy who got killed, who they said fired himself 6 times in the head, and two other guys.
Yeah.
One
I
is
remember.
one Amos. Yeah, one is one Amos, and the other guy, I will get his name, but it's Harris, Amos, and another guy. They accused them of, masterminding the entire stuff. But for Bobby, they eliminated him. They got rid of him. This guy went for a treatment last year, November. Up to now, they yet to see him. The other guy by the name of Amos, he also disappeared. For him, he didn't go to hospital. They just wake up in the morning, he was nowhere to be found. Since last year, about 2, plus this guy make it 3, plus Harris make it 3 that are missing. And the reason why these guys, people are suspecting that Foley, the army chief, got rid of them was these guys kept, informing the army chief that, look, chief, the president came here, they sent a team here from the house to come and see our living condition. How far are we now? What is the government saying about our benefit? What is the government saying about our benefit? These guys continue to raise the issue. Even when they came from Mali, they said some of their benefits were being held by the government, by the chief of staff. Some of their benefits, they held some of their benefits and could not give it. So these guys were saying that, look, we get family. We want to give whatever that we have to our family so they can be doing something. Because we're in the barrier, we can't go out. We're not like police people that will go and say, yeah, we're going to go hustle and get something. So whatever y'all get for us, y'all need to give it to us so we can give it to our family. We can't just be here doing nothing. There, what benefit we get again from Mali, then you're keeping it. And they start raising some other issues. In fact, what they complained was, what is happening now in the army? These three guys, they complained that what is happening in the army now, it was somehow, there's a serious segregation going on. These, allegedly now, these lawman guys, some of them from Lofa, they get one side. Some of them. Fulana is creating a kind of group in the barracks. He get people now that he putting together. He putting your own people together. There are certain group of people that he giving some lucrative assignment that he beginning they around him, and while the others are being ostracized. So these guys raise the issue, and when they raise the issue, up to today, since last year of November up to today, they've not seen them. So this is getting serious. For the police, we know that the police is already politicized because we're seeing what is happening with the police. But even in the army, again, for this thing to happen in the army, to the extent that the army personnel speaking out for their benefit, they think we need to get it. We came from Mali, that what benefit? You don't need to hold it. They are no more. They can't see them. Whether they are in Liberia, whether they finish deleting their breaker or what, but they can't see them. The family of this particular guy, George Harris, and the other people, they've talked, they have written series of communication all over. Nobody can even hear from them. So let's hear from you, my brother. What is happening in Liberia? The police has now become almost like a terrorist group committing serious atrocity, and nothing is happening. Now it has gone to the army. What is going on here, my brother?
Prince, we know, everybody know that the military is divided, Prince, long time ago, even when the former chief was, you remember, even when Zanga then was there, and Prince C. Johnson, the military was divided long time. And not now. The military was divided. Certain group are supporting the Unity Party and the opposition, and certain group are supporting CDC. So that why, let me give you one famous story here. That why, Prince, I'm going to tell you, they can be asking questions. What Jake mean by this? Because I don't think out of the boss. But I will explain it. I put in the document here together. I will explain it. Prince, I always come on a platform, but you never ask me deep inside. I can always tell you, I can say there'll be the year 2029 will come. But there'll be nothing they call 2029 in Liberia. They say, why? But check what you mean at election time? I will break it down one day. Prince, the military is divided. Our military is unpaid. They wanted the Prince. These people should be well paid. As you said, that host the living condition. Prince is ready because they won't carry camera there. Prince, if we see the terrible condition, let our military personnel and our wife living through, and they burning our babies in there. Prince, as an individual, Prince, if you take camera there or hidden camera, Prince, you will cry. You will cry. Prince, will not even get funding for the military. Let me ask you one question. That the question go to the chief of staff, the full lady. Since they took the authority as chief of staff, Fuller ever left the country to come hustle, to go to places our partner is America. To go to say, let me take a trip. Let me make my contact. That's why I say these people are lazy people. Let me make some trip in the West African region first, or other countries in Europe and think as a chief of staff. Let me see. Let me talk to all of great chief of staff or defense ministers. You set up contention, you travel, you meet, especially places in America, where now there was a global threat. Please let me break something down to Liberians. Maybe the United Party, they will listen to this one. Pretty know our border land. You know Guinea not connected with France anymore. Like the Guinea people, like Dumuya now connected with Russia and China. Facts. Mali connected with Russia and China. The whole West African region, especially the French side, they getting the train now. They won't be battle with the West. So if Liberian people smart, it's a global threat. We go, we meet our great partner in America. You tell them, but because America, Russia, and China can never agree. But these guys in the region, these guys are building a military. Print. If you see the military might, like we're slow, we're joking in the country. If you see the military might, Guinea and building, I'm not making Liberian scare you. You know that we get dispute with Guinea and Liberia for second land. Even in Cote d'Ivoire, so what tomorrow morning, Chris said, Dumuya wake up from sleep. He said, you go take the lane in Liberia, sir. Who able to protect us there? We get serious problem in our country. Our military is the least in the West African region. No real funding. Because while the hierarchy of the military, they don't want to travel to look for things for our country. To look for things for our country. You remember our in Liberia, they treat some military people recent time. They graduated. They just graduated. I know how many thousands of them they just graduated. They just all passing all around. They don't pay. They don't even. We just thank God that military hospital Georgia built, that 14 military hospital to cater to them. That the main purpose of that military thing what Georgia did. Thank God. It was a play. You see that military thing. Let me tell you something. It was a Samuel Doe playbook. Because when Samuel Doe used to love the military, but when Georgia used to associate with Samuel Doe, all these things, the house on it, they say, oh, but I let George you like the military. So he said, let me build on them, let me post more, let me invest in our military a little bit. That's how he came up with that 14 military hospital to ease down the medical situation with the personnel and our wife there. They will deliver when they born their babies and things and that. Why he brought that hospital to nearby to that place because he was thinking about the military. But the military is highly divided, Prince. Highly divided, unpaid. They don't have enough. They don't even have enough funding. So our hierarchy of the military, the chief of staff, all these people, the defense minister, they need to come together and go and meet panel. Not only Boakai have to be traveling. Not only Boakai, they need to go to. You get your office. You meet other panels. You convey letters and other things. They will invite you. That's why I say the group of Unity Party people are lazy people when we talking there. You can say what? They are lazy. Very lazy group of people. They say they're smart. They're not smart. The other friends from different regions, they're traveling. You can see the boys from Mali, from Burkina Faso, other places, they're going to go to Russia. They go, military body in the game plane, they go to Russia, to other places where they get a connection. They're facing that defense. They're protecting that land because we live in a stupid global war that anything can happen at any time. Christian leader can come and say, I will confiscate the other thing. We get weak military, weak. Our borders are all weak.
We have the manpower to even confront situation. That's the thing, you know.
The legislature, they do not think about the thing. If you look at the military budget, peanuts. Prince is a peanuts. These people have, let me tell you something, people don't know. The military people are one of the first class citizens in the country. They are one of the first class. Anything happening, in case emergency, in martial law, what kind of state of emergency, who the president will bring on the street? The president will bring the military on the street. State of emergency, anything go wrong, country to country. The president has that right. Who you call the hierarchy, you will assemble the military. Then the police, the military is the first top security people in the world. Every country in the world, the military come for. That's why you don't joke with it. That's why your country, America, they don't even joke with the military. The other West African countries, they don't joke with the military.
No, they
The
don't.
military can be well
Invest
paid.
a lot into it.
If your military not well paid, your democracy can be trampled upon. We have seen it. If your military not well equipped and well paid, they're not satisfied. Anything can happen. That's what I told Liberian people, we need to they need to take care of our military, but they don't pay. Please, if we do video, we see the living condition of our military personnel. As he said, the police can come on the street and hustle. That will not allow. The military don't have no means of hustling. They're in a barrier. They only do construction work when the government say you help to face the road. The military, the engineer battalion will come and face the road. These are all professional guys. They get plumber in the military. They get engineer. They get electrician. They are all part of the military. America's a whole society by itself, great society by itself, but it's honor pay. If it's honor pay, so all these things, Prince, the military divided. So those are talking for that benefit in the team, they know you from the other side. Probably they will get rid of them. They will get rid of them, and nobody will say nothing. We flag it before for that first guy, like they said, he shot himself.
Sure.
That he shot himself. So, Prince, we in a sprint. I told Liberians, United Party can never debate me. No of them they don't have money. The country don't have money. Even the government know that the country don't have money. Who said our mineral wealth? The only mineral that really working little bit at building small thing and metal steel. I'd better say at least giving small thing. But the other resources for that vlad, then like when people can say a rich nation. Why are you a rich country? We're not a rich country. We're not a rich country. Maybe we're a rich country before. But now we're struggling from all angles, Prince. So that military, it's not easy thing for them. So there was the military divided, Prince, heavily divided.
No,
but thank God, George Bay, the 14th military hospital,
and I think
to take care of these
this is something that is very scary to see the way, especially military personnel, are starting to disappear only because they are raising concern of their benefits. It's just so worrisome, really. It's worrisome. It's really scary. And I think this is something that we'll find time to really talk about it. There are a lot of information that I've received. We just take our own time to talk, but there are a lot of information that I've received. But it's not really encouraging. It's not really fine, especially with the way the military is being treated. It's not really fine. And people who are speaking out to see that these people are disappearing is worrisome. It's worrisome. But my brother, let's just hear your parting comment as we try to.
Thank you for inviting me. But let me say this quick before we depart. You took my professional on your seat. Me take another sedition. I told you I like the president. I'm a fan of the president. Some people can say we are ashamed. One me and now we are ashamed. No, I know him before and now we are ashamed. So who don't know it? I didn't want to we are ashamed. I know him long time. I like his business. I'm a fan of him. I told people when George, we are not taking part in politics in Liberia. I'm getting no fish to fry in Liberian politics. The day he resigned, no, I'm getting. They will talk Liberian politics when God gave him all long level, but I will not take part because I know him personally. Let me say something because you difficult to flag this thing here because you don't go professional sometimes. You want offend. Think I'm not sedition, but so I can say hey, you can offend your own people. Let me say something. 2026 coming, 4 more years. The United Party started planning a seat long time when they were in the opposition. I would say this year, it will offend CDC bank, it will offend the CDC people, the bank here. You see, they group that in power today. You remember Prince? They started propaganda 6 years ago. All of them were on social media. All of them naming Stephen Johnson, the Mo Ali, all of them. All of them had different platforms. They were on social media, bombarding social media. They own reloaded all these things then. They got a sick wing power and they get reloaded. All that minister they not come. They even the same last set to the Liberian people, but they get platforms. But what happened to the CDC people that left power recently? All the ministers, your deputy minister, then, where are they? What the Mamasi Kabane? What jobs are getting something? The only person in the CDC that can talk, radio station, other thing that having we said, Jefferson Continent in the country, where the ministers then, where the Zoka wasting, are flecking that name then. They don't have their own podcast now to talk. Everybody got Facebook account. The mess rule are going on. They're scared to talk, but they won't come back to 2029 to take the gravy. They lie. When someone else stay near the president, with someone will talking a lot of time. I thought someone will get hatred for it. I thought someone will tell the president the truth. That they're waiting now. The children started campaign. Send George Weah to office. Send George Weah to office. The 6th of 7 morning to George Weah presidency, they started the June 7 protest. For that time, they can never relent until they unseat them. From anchor to anchor, America, whatsoever. Commission, everybody, they paying surrogate. They put the people on social media. Your talk. They dominate the whole social media. Where is the CDC people now? Where is the so-called system that benefited from George Weah? I see why the president got angry. Says, let me consider the election. Let me concede. I shouldn't wait for the both count. Let me concede. Then they all sit down. Me, I'm a president. I will get my salary. I will get my presidential salary every month. My ex-president will pay me every month. I will read book. I will do this. I will do this. I'm part of the United Nations. I'm part of UEFA. I'm part of FIFA. You getting money from all angles. You writing book. So let me say this down. Please, why you minister then? Why some of them are on fire? They can't even check Gafwan. Gafwan, they were also checking them. Gafwan, they were also. Mama Kamara, they were also bombarding them, telling they were lying. The economy they way. He's a guru on economy. Other than shut up. Where all of them? Where all of them? Where all these ministers? The combat minister, where all these people that rape, that took taxpayer money on a judge for a lot time. Where all of them sitting now going to 2 years now, none of them can open Facebook to talk and see, no, have your own show or come on radio station. But they got very friendly radio station in the Republic of Liberia, Truth FM. I mean, that's a Freedom FM. They got Banner FM. They got Kevin Demine, a Prime. They got Judah Jedney. They get your own radio station. The government and George Weah radio station, King's FM. They cannot get some time to be going in the radio station, to be talking to be calling the government out. To be calling the government out, but they won't sit aside. And after 4 years, they come to ride again. It will not happen. According that name, all the deputy minister, all minister, it's time for you to open your Facebook page and start to talk now. We are the crossroad in the Republic of Liberia. You shouldn't be scared. Nobody should intimidate nobody. Nobody's going to intimidate nobody in that country. On your watch, you were talking. It's time for you to talk. You remember what I didn't tell you to petrol bomb to NDC, all these things. The body still continue talking. They eat power, but they get reloaded. They in power, they get reloaded. We can't talk in there. We people that friendly people they can't talk in there now. We debunking that story there, but they can stay on radio station. Where are the seditious people now? The so-called, they say they love the party, the minister thing. Then they talking about dollar rally. The other poor people they must pay dollar rally. They must be paying for per month. But the other one to contribute, they won't say nothing. They won't say they get money. They get 2 years into that when they left power. Some of them still get money. They get money, enough money. If you don't want to do it, you sponsor people. You tell them to open Facebook with bad data. Whenever last one then I come on your show, Prince. Whenever like you were propagating the story for all that time. No minister has come on your show. No, that calling spade or spade, Prince. I tire with them. Maybe you hiding there because you're taking a professional. No, me, I also law. And I'm CDC, I'm here. I'm a fan of the president. I like the president. Yes. So I will call that name. I call someone name. Where they are. Somebody talk Gafan and on you call you. They used to go on spoon talk food in there. Gafan know about the economy. I'm not calling them go on spoon talk at that time. Bombarding you. You say they want a twist on their side. You say they want you twist it. You got to kind of thing yourself. You silent, you mute because they say they brought you to justice, so you cannot talk. No, you thought you are some guy you one of the, I always say, one of the finest minister to grace, final minister to grace that land. Kafana, he ever you. They ever you. We saw the records are there. IMF, they honor you. International Monetary Balance, they honor you. Get certificate. You can wear any part of the world. But why are you not coming here to talk? Why are you not coming here? So, please, I'm closing, I'm a party statement there.
Yeah,
I believe my heart for a long time, but I will come again. I will list that name. That titles and all. I will list that name. That they come up. Eugene Fakone on social media. The EFBC boss, but they on social media. Anything negative, Eugene will come. They will debunk. They will come. They will argue. But all of this self-supply, Philip taking all that joy and meaning, rich the big great property that children in money in America today. They don't want to sacrifice for the cause of the party. Then they say the sedition. All these people were spy. Please, they were a spy. Let me read before I close. Before I give you I close. Is your Trump first turn? Trump was a novice in his first turn. So he had a lot of people within the Republican Party that were not loyal to him. So they were spraying, they used to send message to all the media institutions, undermine the presidents, undermine Trump for 4 years when COVID came, when they voted him, or when he decided to come back, he knew who they are. Today, I'm a fan of the former president. I see I can be wearing the hat. I follow him from day one. Everything he is circled, a sort of new brand of loyalists. All that old people he bring none of them on board because they are all giving information to the Democratic Party and to the media. Similar thing that went on in Liberia. All the guys then, what I would say, they were so-called minister, deputy minister, they were all working. Only one ball talking in the country. We say, what was assistant minister? Only that one ball can go to radio station. It's not enough. It's not enough. They need to talk. Or else they should forget about CDC. They might not even come to say CDC. No. CDC gotta be ruthless now. If they want to achieve power, they need to be ruthless. Take these people out of the party. Let it go inside. They can go to the opposition cell. What they not having show. The social media will be bombarded by now. Because the children started in 2018. 7 months into Georgia presidency, Henry Costa started that campaign. Until today, they unseated the president. So all of them silent. A little bit rather because the way they do it too, yeah.
I believe at the appropriate time. Why it is true that I do agree with you 100%. I think, and this is something that we've been saying over and over. Seditions, we have great people. I mean, people who understand governance, and can be able to explain what they're supposed to explain. But unfortunately, it's like most of them are just too lackadaisical. They are not speaking, like they are not even on Facebook. And I'm surprised. Look, the Unity Party does not have the intellect to really, confront us. That I can
say. They can debate, yes.
They don't have
they don't have it. Yeah, they're quick to insult. That's true. They don't have it.
Unfortunately, but anyway, again, we believe at the appropriate time, these people, they will
speak. Be waiting for appropriate time.
But my brother, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you too.
We hope to be here again tomorrow. I want to say thanks to all of you for coming on.
I hope I'm here. I get clear skin. I don't care if your camp people, your CDC people come after me. I will go after them. What? They can make a mistake. I will come. I want to say
thanks to everybody. Yeah, I want to say thanks to everybody. Hopefully, we will be here again tomorrow at another time. But until we meet again, God bless you all and thanks.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you.